cat convention, a tattoo convention, and a gun convention. All simultaneously occurring while we also have a Super Smash Bros. Tournament over here in the Wheeler Pavilion. So that's super funny, super hilarious, but it's like, yeah, you know, Eugenebound, obviously big Earthbound theming here. We have the Earthbound bracket. I believe you can only play Ness and Lucas. And of course, we're just hanging out, sitting out, and just getting the Earthbound soundtrack just blasting in the back. And I'm like, this is a game I have played, but it was like a long time ago. I think I played back in like 2015 or something. And it's like, I've not super actively kept up with the soundtrack or anything like that, but just chilling here, listening to it, I'm like, this is kind of vibes. Like, I'm enjoying this. This feels great. I don't know if it's just like my inner Nintendo nerd getting immediately nostalgia baited by pretty much anything from the 90s, whether I played it or not. You could play some random song from Link to the Past, and I'll probably think it's the greatest thing ever, even though I have not beaten that game, and I have not even touched it in years.
For that is just phenomenal.
There you go, right? I'm telling you, 90s Nintendo, the SNES stuff was going crazy, man. But now we're going to be hopping in. We got Manticore and Spade. I'm excited to see the Falcon come out to play. Spade being Oregon's Falcon hero. We got Manticore on the Greninja.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting matchup. Obviously, we know Spade very well for Captain Falcon. They have been...
It's the battle of like tall fast fallers that have inconsistent combos. But since they both are combo food, because they're tall and fast volley, they might just have their combos work on each other in some weird, you know, ironic twist of fate. We'll see how that all plays out. We're fishing for some dash attacks here on Small Battlefield. Ooh, tries to get air dodge reset. Dashing in and now again. Dash attacks not quite going to connect. We have a backer for anti-airs though, and the up tilt drag down on the platform. Up smash is going to whiff though.
I'm very interested in the stage pick here. I can see the appeal for both characters here, having the ability to have that extra ledge coverage with the platform being closer to the ledge. Oh, almost able to get the call out read there. And now we're seeing a little bit of reset, but a little bit, almost a Dragon Ball Z moment. Not quite, but the back air
catching the Shadow Sneak with a back air at ledge. Spade ends up taking the first stock. Ooh, with Raptor Boost though. We see drag down. Oh, a tech at ledge, but the jump was still caught with a forward smash, and now we are even, but Spade comes right back swinging with a string, taking us to 54% on Manticore right now.
Spade is really doing a good job at maintaining that momentum. We see Manticore able to get a hit here and there, but not able to capitalize as much as Spade has been able to, but doing really good with these drag downs. It is leading to a pretty advantageous position, but we're seeing them go to the skies here.
It's all about the conversion, as you said, right? Spade strings are a lot shorter, but they're definitely getting the job done. You're getting your finishers off, you're getting your proper states positioning, you're actually landing those up airs to finish things off. Manticore getting the drag down, but to follow up after has been a little bit tough. Sometimes we've been seeing some air dodge reads, sometimes seeing some roll reads, and they just haven't quite been landing just yet. But maybe Manticore just needs some more information. But unfortunately, till then, regular get up on ledge, going to get caught by the Falcon dive. The command grab at ledge just to blow you up. And now we got 70% here on Spade. Nothing that Manticore can't make up. But no, the tipper up smash doesn't connect. I don't think it would have killed, but definitely would have been great for trying to shark.
Yeah, Manticore in a really good situation here, able to get the last hit of that backer, able to get the scoop here in a really good position to get the edge guard, and does not quite, but maintaining that stage control. That's what is important in this scenario.
The ledge trapping strong here. Now we're just waiting. What's the option going to be? Regular get up here, neutral jump, and then a dash attack. And Spade's actually able to maneuver underneath Manticore, return to center stage. We're going to see a hydro pump back to center stage as well. Oh, dash attack's going to get punished. Amazing catching the air dodge as well with the Nair 1, but at this much rage in the awkward position, wasn't quite able to convert. But hey, we'll take as much extra credit as we can get. The down tilt forward air, finally going to take it. 57.8% of a deficit here on Manticore. Spade's looking good.
In those situations, I'm always afraid of seeing what has been coined termed the American air dodge. And luckily, it was looking a little right here. I was a little scared for Manticore, but Manticore looking pretty good here with these drag down conversions, getting ready for the edge guard. Not able to get the F tilt to connect though.
Yeah, the ledge trapping has been very, very fruitful for Manticore. If Manticore can kind of loop back into those situations, stuff out Spade, make Spade have to worry a little bit. Could be really big on a conversion. Nice up tilt up air. Back air's not going to connect. The air dodge will be caught with a fair. Spade challenges the approach with a back air. Now we're holding right back at ledge. Spade's got ledge advantage with the ledge trap. Falcon dive is going to whiff. We have another up air. How are we going to close out this first game, Nasta?
It is so close right now, but we do see Spade having that control here. You have to be careful about your option. We do see Manticore get around, able to get the up air, and not enough to kill just yet. It is very close here. It is anybody's game, but Manticore is looking really good right now.
Yeah, we're back to dead even, but Manticore just fell to his doom. We hear from the crowd, what are you doing? And that, I think, is a very appropriate question to ask because Manticore struggled, climbed that hill to even things out. Manticore seems quite confused on what ended up happening. But after making it, evening it out after such a deficit of, like, you know, being only 67% on a stock while being a stock behind, to actually getting your boat to 130, 140-ish, to just falling is like, that's a heartbreaker, man. That's a heartbreaker. You know, I really hope Manticore has not gotten into his head too much about it, but Spade, they're looking good still.
Yeah, I trust that Manticore is probably not too shaken up about that. I feel like doing that well in the first game, you know, it was back and forth. You know, you can be a little bit discouraged if it is a little too one way, but in this case, it is anybody's game.
Yeah.
But Spade, the ability to adapt, I don't know.
We're definitely seeing good signs of life here from Manticore, but all it takes is just a couple hits from Spade. The damage output from Falcon is ridiculous, man. Oh, we're getting a back air tech chase. That knee almost connected. Fantastic air dodge there from Manticore, but he's down to the resets on this pressure. Spade is in Manticore's face, not letting Manticore play the game at all. Greninja cannot afford to box with Falcon at that range. It's just not going to work.
Yeah, right now, Spade really wants to get that knee. A little bit of an obsession almost. Manticore almost able to get the coverage there with the up smash. We do see Spade in a good situation trying to get the down tilt backing up, but now we're seeing a little bit of a switch.
Yeah, Downer not going to get punished here. We are getting the second hit of jab into a Falcon dive to connect here. 156% on Manticore. I do think with this rage, one more setup could be in for Spade, but nah, Spade's just going to jab check, get the gentleman 1, 2, 3, close off that first dog, and start racking up this extra credit real quick.
I feel like when Manticore is getting back from
ledge. Oh, no!
There is so much more of a risk. I feel like Spade is good at trying to condition your opponent to choose an option. It feels like it's almost more close to 50-50s in Spade's situation. And Manticore, although doing really good in advantage, is just not as oppressive at the ledge.
Woo! And I was thinking Manticore was kind of the ledge trapping king, especially in that first game. We saw Spade get looped on pressure a couple times, not really able to cement a way back into center stage. But now, Spade's not afraid at all. Catching the regular get up there with a forward air from Manticore. An entire stock behind still. This is not looking super great. Gonna have to hold that jab combo. What's the offstage option gonna be? Spade is willing to commit to going for that double down and immediate raptor boost after. We're seeing Spade just swinging now. They got extra resources to work with, right? They got an entire stock of a lead. They do not care at all. That's gonna be a fast, solid down smash. And, oh, are we playing BO3 or BO5? Seems like everyone's sticking around, so I guess we're playing still BO5. All right, cool.
Hey, we would love to see it. I know it's definitely the format favorite for players.
Across the PNW, yeah. We can see a lot more often. And this is a top 32 qualifier.
Yeah.
So pools are running up quick.
Yeah, shoutouts to Cact. Big reason why this is becoming a little bit more of a
there you go.
popular
widespread,
format.
Yeah, get that BO5 going everywhere. Love to see it, love to see it. All right, we're returning over here to small battlefield. Keeping things nice and consistent. Spade trying to run up, trying to pressure, maybe stuff some jumps. You already know Greninja is going to go for a lot of jumping starters here with that nair. Drag that up air. But on the ground, Spade is still the king with those dash attacks with Falcon. It's a struggle.
You have two characters that have much different fluidity to their movements. Like, one of the things with Greninja is you can kind of be off-thrown with how the character moves. And with Captain Falcon, I feel like you kind of have this kind of like natural flow to it. And playing these two different characters or seeing them against each other, it's almost quite polarizing.
I still do think they kind of fall into that similar-ish archetype where they're kind of fishing for their game plan a lot of the time, and a lot of their combos feel kind of inconsistent, DI-dependent, weight-dependent, whatnot. There's not as much, consistency there. But, and because of that, they kind of come off as having a little bit more linear, predictable neutral, and their punish game doesn't feel as strong. But now when these guys are both taller, and they're both fast fallers, their combos are going to hit a lot more consistently on one another. But we're seeing Manticore rely a lot more on reads rather than going for something like a little bit more of a confirmed, consistent thing. And because of that, the damage output from Spade's end has been so much higher.
And we see Spade kind of just throwing out a lot of these safe options here and is,
oh my goodness,
to get that stock
through the stage. But this time Manticore was up 55% extra credit. So let's see if Manticore can fish up. We get a dash tag up air. Second up air is not quite going to land here. Ooh, stuffing the fall from a Falcon dash tag with a back air of his own.
yeah, Manticore needs to maintain this momentum. You cannot let Spade even get an inch right now.
Okay, great whiff punish on that Nair for landing. Amazing movement there from Spade. Kind of dash in, dash out, get a dash attack punish afterwards. Don't let Manticore build up that successive momentum. Great play. Now we're seeing Spade play a little bit more defensively, right? Try to block, shield grab some of these dash attacks, try to wait out some of these spot dodges, try to, as we saw that whiff punish on that Nair. Beautiful, beautiful gameplay.
Oh my goodness, that conversion looked like it was going to be so clean, just wasn't quite able to connect in time here. We do see Spade in a really good position, trying to get ledge guard. Overextends a little bit, but it doesn't matter. The Falcon kicked for the reset to the other side of the stage.
Yeah, not enough to take it though. We got 143% on Spade. We need to see Manticore start throwing out more of these edge guard or these kill moves. But that's another thing, right? These grounded stray moves that Greninja's throwing out are not kill moves. That forward tilt's not going to kill. That up tilt's not going to kill. Falcon forward tilt, that's killing you. That Falcon dash attack can eventually end up killing you. That kind of stuff. There we go. See, 160% at ledge, that forward tilt still didn't take it. This is where Manticore's really going to struggle. How are we actually taking the stock? We're looking for an up throw at like 180, 190?
Well, it doesn't matter if you just get kneed right there, I guess.
Oh
you know?
My goodness. Spade is a monster. A monster of aggression, not giving Manticore any room to breathe at all. And that's going to be a solid 3-0 in Spade's favor. Looking like top 32 is sitting nice and pretty there for Spade.
Like, I definitely feel like Manticore was in a really good situation, but it really comes down to how Spade plays when in disadvantage. Does not really pull any punches, keeps, you know, the momentum, like constant pressure that Captain Falcon just excels in.
Big thing is that Falcon boxing range as well. It's a very important thing to know about characters' effective ranges because that kind of changes the way they want to play neutral, right? So Greninja doesn't have super great boxing tools. He still has a little bit of a range he wants to stay. Even if he's like down tilt poking you to try to scoop you up, right? Whether it be dash attack, it kind of needs to be spaced. Greninja needs to keep that distance a little bit. Falcon is okay being right on your face. Obviously, spacing is very beneficial, but when it comes to frames and how fast moves are going to be coming out, Falcon is so much faster than Greninja, right? Even things like instant nair and something like that, it's still going to be faster than the bit of startup we have on Greninja's end. And that changes the flow of the game of where Spade can just be in Manticore's face. And that alone is pressure, right? You don't even have to be throwing things out. You don't even have to be doing shield pressure. You could just be there. And that alone means Manticore's kind of at a disadvantage. He needs a little bit more space. But that little bit of space can be covered up almost instantly with all the options Falcon has. So it's a little bit hard to play around that. I think Manticore still did a great job of keeping things really, really even all throughout the sets, right? Even pushing